We're live. Saturday Night Live. What's up, Ninetales? Back again. Here we are. What we up to today? Storyboarding. I've been storyboarding all day long. I think I've been storyboarding since like noon. I'm about close to 18 minutes in to this board. But and you would think I would call it a day. But and maybe I should call it a day and just go play video games. But I don't feel like it. I feel like chilling, storyboarding some more on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going for it. I took a little bit of a break. I didn't take a break, but I exported my storyboard. Missed the drawing. Oh, here. I just have a new blank panel, but I didn't. This board is getting so chunky that my Storyboard Pro kind of slows down. No, give me that hand. You know what I mean. I can read through this for you guys if you want to see it. What I've been up to. I've been trying to time it out so that it works for me to like talk along to. But let me see, where do I start from? Anyway, I took a break. I exported the video and went to the cafe and watched the video back and filled in a bunch of missing dialogue. Because sometimes I have a hard time writing dialogue at a computer. I need to go outside, get some fresh air to get some dialogue ideas, you know? I can't always do it in my little studio here. I start to feel crazy, and I just want to like listen to podcasts and stuff when I'm by my computer, so it's hard for me to think of dialogue. I have to separate myself from media, basically. It's a little bit of a problem these days because I feel like I'm so used to hearing voices, you know? The voices interrupt my own internal voice. I don't know what to do about that sometimes. Except to leave the house. I have to leave the house to write dialogue sometimes. Anyway. I had some vodka cranberries, and someone told me Megan means wolf in their language, and I think that is fun and cool. Now I'm home. I didn't know Megan means wolf. That's cool. So let's have a look at this here real quick. Thanks, Benoy Guy, 123. Keep it up. Yay, thank you. So, I'll see how far back I want to go and show you guys what I've been up to here. Maybe I'll do a read-along. Storybook time. Let's see. Some of this is like filled with dialogue today. Okay. Let me try to read along. Bunny guy. Oh, bunny guy. Okay, bunny guy 123. Okay. Let me see if I can do storybook here with my new dialogue to see if the dialogue's working. Sometimes you gotta read it out loud to know if it's any good. Okay. So we'll start with the introduction of Dogon. Or Advanced Civilization Dogon here. And we'll just start from here. Dogon is a planet in the Sirius solar system, 8 light years away from Earth. What's up, Karmavoid? Good to see you, my guy. Oh wait, let me turn off the ambient music here. Alright, try here. What's up, Dead Man's Diary? Alright. Okay. Let's turn that off. Turn that off. Okay. Alright. So we're zooming into the palace. He's in Ahura Mazda, Emperor of Dogon. And he says, alright, that's enough sauna slop for the day. Can't keep the economic... What did he say? Goes too fast. Can't keep the Economic Council waiting, I guess. Alright, I gotta make that go slower. Can't keep the Economic Council waiting, I guess. Lamos. Heads up. To the washroom, Nomo. Apam. Apam. Apam present. Let the council know we're coming out. Will do. Scoot. Attention, council members. Lord... Oh my god, that's going so fast. Alright, I didn't time this very well. Lord Emperor Ahura Mazda will receive you now. Please be ready to present in the order you arrived to the lobby. Let's keep it civil this time. Everybody will get a chance to represent their country's agenda. And then the panels open up. Mithras, you come too. I need my son to back me against these ghouls. Zoom out. Oops. They're complaining. Our minds are completely tapped out. We can't... Oh, that's too fast too. Oh my god. Our minds are completely tapped out. We can't produce more gold, you monster. Alright, I gotta change that. We can't produce more gold. We can't produce more gold. We can't produce more gold, even if we wished on your dick. I don't know. We can't produce more gold, even if we wished on your dick. No. We can't produce more gold. Just just producing dead kids. Just producing dead kids. Just producing dead kids. Copy. Put that in for now. That's what I'm gonna go with. Erase it because it's like, you know, every fucking, oh my god, I'll do this later. Okay, just producing dead kids. All right. Just producing dead kids. Our community finances are in free fall. I lost my home, my wife, my kids. Oh, that's going too fast too. I lost my home, my wife, my kids. You think that's funny? You think killing me is funny? And he blows his brains out. Blackouts across the... Oh my god, it's going so fast. Blackouts across the globe. How long till the blackouts reach you? Another summer with no AC? Fuck that. And then the lights go out. Into the royal wash pit with you, poor fella. So we're doing the laundry. Lights go out. All lights go out. Time's up. You're fucking done. Get him. And then trying to kill the emperor. And the guards come out. Start killing everybody. Hey, okay, stop. Everybody relax. Holy shit. I'll go talk to Angra Mainyu right now. We'll figure out a new trade deal and get more resources to come in. Fuck. We're too far gone for that. Fuck you, Indar. Kills him. Cut it out, Mithras. See what happens, bitch. I'll talk to the Solar Emperor and sort the supply chain. Everything's gonna work out. Have some grace, you pigs. I mean, you folks. They grumble. My lord, the backup power is online. Should we divert the main grid to the palace? Yes, Apam. My pit pigs start rotting after a few hours without temperature control. Don't let oh god, it's going so fast. Don't let it stink in here, Apam. What the hell? Get. Sorry, my lord, I'm on it. He runs out. Mithras, son, I'm not gonna lie to you. We've maxed out our debt to the Solar Emperor. I know. You know? Yeah, I'm trapped in this palace with you all day. Of course I know. I thought you were consumed by video games. I could play video games and listen to you cry about the economy collapsing. That's a shocking revelation for me. It makes me quite emotional to know you are paying attention to matters of the court, Mithras. Well, I'm going to cry one more time for the Emperor Angra Mainyu to save our planet, but if that doesn't work, I might need you to help me with Plan B. Sure, okay, as long as it involves me leaving this fucking planet. Oh, I love you so much, son. Oh, how much I love my grown-up boy. Apam runs out. Oops. Bros here. Apam runs out. Slave 16. Yes, Master Apam? Go down to the switch room and divert the southeast grid pool to the palace. The slums? Yes, go. Reroute power to the palace, Emperor says. Gotcha. Unplugs the thing. Starts up the palace power. The power slice up. Chonk, 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 chonk. The slums go dark. Are you fucking serious? And then this, like, car accidents happen. This guy's on fire. Doctor, life support's offline. All these people in the hospital dying. No. And then Angra Mainyu goes to the... Here goes nothing. And gets into this encrypted communication pool. Genetic key phrase scanning. Cosmic clearance granted. Generating a secure line. And he's gargle talking underwater. We can't hear what he's saying. To anger menu. Okay, so anger menu is not increasing our budget. Oh wait, sorry, it's going so fast. Anger menu is not increasing our subsidy budget. Shit. Not a surprise, really. Shut the room down. Should we step out, my lord? No, you two stay. Nomo, Tal. Everyone listen. You're involved in some top secret shit now, whether you like it or not. The fate of Dogon rests on what I'm about to say here. Mithras have located a resource-rich planet outside of the regulated trade routes. We can strip mine this planet without anyone finding out. The only hitch being how covert we will have to be to not attract attention. Mithras likes it. You'll have to go solo, alone. Are there biologics on this planet? Yes, there are several categories of biologics. You'll have to integrate with them and manipulate them into doing labor for you. It shouldn't be hard considering our advanced technology. Nomo is fascinated by this image of a snake. Most likely they will interpret you as a god or something. But there will absolutely be unforeseeable challenges. Snaps. And then I'm just going to scrub through because I'm not sure about my timing. Nomo, you are Talboy no more. You will forthwith be Mithras' secret point of contact for this mission. My lord, you would put a dirty flaphead in such a high priority position? Snap. Tal whips him. Shut up. Why me? I'm just a laundry guy. Do you have any family? None living. Friends? Not really. I just make art by myself in my free time. Right, so you've got nobody to squeal this to. Oh, I see. Congrats on the promotion. Oh. Do I... What? Do I, get more pay? And he gets whipped. Don't ask an emperor about money. Are you insane? Oops. This is your point, man. He'll be an encrypted channel on an encrypted channel at all times. Obviously, I can't know anything about what you're doing, so everything goes through Nomo. Got it. Oops. Hold on, I'm prepping my art portfolio to submit to galleries. When would this job start? I can do it, my lord Mazda. I don't need time off, like this worm. Oh, so you would abandon your post as my trusted comfort hand? In this time of loneliness, while my son cannot even speak to me? Because he's on a noble mission to save our entire planet? And you know I've been single for like 2 years. Oh no, these hands are your comfort for all time. Then shut up, Apam. Don't make me titty whip you again. Get ready, Nomo. Your new position starts tomorrow. Mithras departs for the savage planet of water and rare earth minerals. Oh, my boy, my precious son. My only son. He starts crying. Cry, cry. Cry, cry. Now give me that hand. Cuts to black. All right, that's where I'm at now. And then I'm gonna cut to Nomo walking home, back to his apartment, and saying "Woe is me" about his life. Yeah, and I think he's going to be being spied on by one of Anger Menu's spies. That's what I'm going to storyboard next. So I gotta change the timing. So it's moving so fast that I'm probably actually more like at over 18 minutes currently, probably. Thanks, Bafana. Thanks, Overdo MSM. I stole that Bram from Mass Effect sound effect. What's my time goal? 22 minutes. So I think I'm gonna... Yo, what's up, dude? What are we drawing? I'm new to this, whatever this is. I'm storyboarding. Did you just jump on? Because I just like walked people through like a 5-minute storyboard. I'm working on a storyboard adaptation of my graphic novel called Forming. Nice to see a person who knows what they're doing storyboard. I've been falling over my feet in Photoshop and DaVinci. Oh, you're trying to storyboard in Photoshop and using DaVinci Resolve to edit the boards together? Sorry, I've just got a blank panel open currently. I'm like, while I'm talking, I'll just leave this on. I think there are some free storyboard programs you could probably use instead of Photoshop. Seems like such a clunky program to use for storyboarding. As far as like organizing panels and stuff like that, you probably want like a dedicated storyboarding software, I think. Blender can do it. Blender is free and has storyboard functionality, but you'd have to learn Blender, which is annoying. I still haven't touched Blender's storyboarding functions. Thanks. I think some of the storyboarding's getting a little lazy because I'm just trying to get through like all this like plot stuff. All of a sudden the latter half of this board has like tons of like plot kind of stuff happening, so I'm just being a little bit loose with my boards. The up top is like way more granular, but I'll dig back in and do a second pass where I punch up some of the poses and the camera angles and staging and stuff like that. Is this for film or animation? This is for animation. I'm developing a pilot with a production company called Bardo to adapt my graphic novel. If you don't know my graphic novel, this is the old copy of it called Forming. There's a new collected full edition coming out in October. So yeah, it got what do you call it? Optioned. And I'm it got optioned and I'm adapting it. So it's coming out through Fantagraphics books. I've been sending advanced copies to celebrities. If you know this guy, Jason Kelsey, he got a copy. That's the book, though, the final collection of my graphic novel. Yeah, boy. Jason Kelsey. My friend Brandon is like an events coordinator for Jason Kelsey's TV show. So he travels with Jason Kelsey everywhere around the country. So I was like, can you get a copy of my graphic novel to your boss? I met Jason once. I helped him make a music video for one of his songs that he was doing those like Christmas albums. So I helped with the animation on. I didn't animate it, but I what do you call it? I was an animation advisor on his music video. So that's how I met Jason. Anyway, just thought I'd try to reach out to the biggest celebrity I know to hold a copy of my book. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna see. Yeah, I reached out to David Blaine. David Blaine has a copy of Forming. Who else? I think I reached out to Duncan Trussell. I don't know Obama. That's it. I was hoping we could send one to Alan Moore, maybe. But I don't know if anyone I know knows Alan Moore. Anyway, David Blaine. The guys producing this know David Blaine, so they sent him a copy, but apparently he just was like, thanks for the book. Duncan has the first, I think Duncan has the first 1 or 2 volumes of Forming. I know my publisher sent him an email, but I don't know if he responded. He's hard to get a hold of these days. Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden. Would I want Hunter Biden to have a copy of Forming? I know Hunter Biden's on his like redemption arc right now, but I don't know. I don't know about Hunter Biden. You can't help what family you're born into, you know? We don't choose these things as far as I know. It seems like Hunter Biden struggled with the fact he was in the Biden family. You should make VR worlds. Random specific thought. I've done some VR stuff before. I made a video game with Cartoon Network. It's more like an experience rather than a game. It was fun to sculpt stuff in VR though. That was like a failed pilot program they had for making VR games about, gosh, how many years ago was that? Probably like 7 years ago. There were 3 games that Cartoon Network made. I can't even remember the name of the game, but you can find out Cartoon Network VR. Yeah, I sculpted using Google Blocks and Medium and something else. I forget what the other one was called. There's 3 different sculpture virtual sculpting painting programs we used. I was just being there for like 6 hours a day VR sculpting. It's kind of cool. I remember I made a giant like womb, like a birth canal that you could walk into and just like replicate, what you call it, simulate being born or whatever. That didn't make it in the Cartoon Network game, but oh, maybe I made that at Penn Ward's house, actually. I don't think I did that at Cartoon Network. Penn had like a VR setup for a while. I made like a vagina entrance you could walk into. What was that person asking? Have you had any supernatural experiences? Yes. You could walk into a giant ding-a-ling if the urethra was big enough, I guess. It'd be like walking into a train or something. Sausage train. When I was making the Midnight Gospel season 2 teaser thing, there's a sequence where Clancy falls into a giant penis hole. And Duncan changed it to be a whale's mouth. Have I had supernatural experiences? Yes, I've had a fair amount of supernatural experiences. We've talked about them on stream before, but I lived in a house with a poltergeist for about 6 months. I saw Duncan in Portland. I breathed his air. I love the Duncan Trussell Family Hour too. Nice. Bring back pee-pee hole. I think they call that sounding when you stick something up a pee-pee hole. Right? It's called sounding. What's I saying? Oh yeah, I was in a house with poltergeist. I lived in this house in West Philadelphia, and I lived there with my brother and our friend Brandon, and it was a spooky house, and we were being increasingly harassed by a poltergeist as we lived there. And it would scratch on the walls, it would knock on doors, it would turn the TV on and off, it would what else would it do? It would throw stuff across the room, it would swat Brandon's boxes. He had these cardboard he didn't like fully move into his room, so he had all these like unpacked, unfinished unpacking cardboard boxes. It would swat the box. And in the basement, this is the part that I don't know if this is a collective hallucination that we had. I don't know. We were so like going crazy in this house that like the paranoia was so high that we all have this collective memory that the basement was like unfinished, and we were trying to power wash the basement to like clean it up so we could have band practice down there. We were trying to like basically finish this basement, even though we were renting this house. Hey, oligarch status, nice. So we rented a power washer, and as the wall crumbled, the dirt on the wall crumbled away. Underneath it, someone had written "Help me" on the wall. Now, I don't know if this story is true or not, but we all remember it. So it's one of those things. I don't know who said it first or what. I don't know if I saw it. I can't remember. But whenever I asked Justin about my brother Justin about it, he's like, yeah, in the basement it said "Help me" on the wall. And Brandon, of course, would say in the basement he saw help me on the wall. So I don't know. Yeah, we were all sober. And the final night that before we decided to leave to move out, we were having a house meeting about the poltergeist. This was that night, and we were having an actual meeting to talk about what to do about this poltergeist. If we were gonna find an exorcist to come in and cleanse the house or whatever. And there was a huge explosion sound, like, and all the lights went out in the house, and we all screamed. And I remember it's like wood floors, and we were all like in our socks, you know. So we were slipping and falling all over the place on the wood floors, trying to run out of the house. And my brother had a pair of nunchucks, I remember, and he was swinging the nunchucks around to hit the ghost. And yeah, we ran outside, and it turned out the whole block had gone dark. A circuit breaker or whatever had exploded. So I mean, it wasn't just our house. So I was like, okay, that wasn't the poltergeist that did that, but Brandon was so convinced that the poltergeist did it. And so I remember calling the landlord the next day and telling her that we were moving out. She was like, oh, why are you guys moving out? And I was like, I gotta be honest with you, I think the house is haunted and there's a poltergeist. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry. Something like that. I can't remember. She didn't respond to it in a confused way. It's almost like she just accepted my explanation. The other thing I didn't say about this story is that we believed that there was a body buried in the basement. Because one time my friend Nate Friedland came over, and Nate was like a kind of a spaz or whatever. I don't know if I'm allowed to say spaz, but he was hyperactive guy. And for some reason, he had a metal rod. He found a metal rod in the basement. I don't know why he was doing this, but he was like smashing the basement floor with this metal rod, just stomping on the floor. Why? I don't know. He was just like that. And I wasn't there for this, but I think Justin was there and Brandon was there. And he hit a part of the floor, and an area of the floor, a bunch of dust raised up from the floor, and his pole like went through the concrete, so it was like hollow, as if someone had buried someone there and then put a concrete over top in this one rectangle area that would be like the size of a child or whatever. So combined with the ghost, all the poltergeist stuff, the help me on the wall, we surmised that someone had been murdered and buried in the basement. I don't know, but we all believed it. We were so freaked out that I actually called the police, and I called them and I was like, hey, I think there's a body buried in our basement. And then they were like, we don't care. Call somebody else, basically. And so I called the FBI. And then they were like, talk to your local police. So then we just gave up. And then we moved out. That was one of my various supernatural experiences. I think I've told that story before sometime, but that's what happened. No, they didn't care. They had no interest in investigating. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't, I don't know why they didn't care, but they were not interested in coming by and checking it out. The FBI or the police. Well, here's the thing. We never found out if there was a body under there. We just thought there was, you know? So there might not have been a body. But we were also paranoid in that house that we thought there was, you know? They were in on it. They were like, yeah, we buried that body down there. We're not looking into it. Yeah. That's one of my stories. I told another story on here one time about the ghost I saw when I was on the trampoline. But I think I told that story, drew some pictures and stuff. Alright, I'm getting my energy here to start storyboarding again. Maybe I might have a protein shake. Get my blood sugar up. Police can definitely be corrupt, for sure. Alright, I gotta draw Nomo here, walking the streets of Dogon. I know it's been like a month, but I caught up on that Lego situation. Oh yeah. Pretty fascinating stuff. That Lego story. I haven't heard an update on it in a while. Alright, so I'm gonna draw Nomo here. Walking the streets. Feeling sorry for himself. He's got caught up in this. Wait, maybe should I cut to the streets or should I show him leaving the palace? I guess I should show him leaving the palace. Bricks and Minifig store opened up on Saturday here. That's funny. Those guys are running a wild operation. Let's see. Have I ever been sued? No. I would hate to be sued. That would be a real bummer. Have you ever been sued? Have I ever been threatened to be sued? I don't think so. I thought about suing someone who stole $7,000 from me, but I didn't think it ended up like not being worth it for me. Let's make his head a little smaller. Let me think about this. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take a scene from my book. Yeah, this guy stole $7,000 from me, like, what was that, like four or 5 years ago? He was helping me print my tarot cards, and I paid him up front $7,000, and then he ran away with my money. I think he was going through a custody battle with his ex-wife, and I think he used my money to pay for lawyer fees or something. Bad. Where is this page? Looking for. Here we go. Okay. I think you told this story in Creative Block. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, basically what happened was I was working with a company called Art, what were they called? Like Art Print something, like Downtown Printing, Art Printing House. And they were like, okay, this guy is going to work with you to help you produce your tarot deck. I was like, okay. And then he just stopped responding to my emails after a while. I paid him up front $7,000. He made some like test prints for me. And then he just disappeared. And then like 2 months later, he was like, hey, sorry, I've been out of communication, but I've been going through all this rough stuff. with my kids. So okay, cool. So we got together and had dinner. He told me his situation with his custody battle and stuff like that, and then he was like, well, we're gonna finish your deck, like we're gonna finish it. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I never heard from him again. And then I asked the printing house about it, and they were like, we stopped working with him. And I was like, okay, but you're the ones who recommended him to me, so shouldn't you give me my money back? And they were like, didn't want to take responsibility for it. And then I just let it go. I didn't want to sue him because it seemed like he was going through something really bad with his kids, his custody stuff, and it seemed like he was having a really rough life, and I didn't want to make it worse by forcing him to pay me the money he probably spent on court fees and stuff like that, and I just ate it. I don't know. I don't like the idea of like suing people. So I didn't. It takes time and energy away from my life. You know, it's like, okay, I lost all this money, but I would have to go through hell to get it back. It just wasn't worth it for me. That's how I thought about it. And then Matthew from Heavy Manners Library offered to split the cost of making the deck. So so then I didn't have to come up with all that money again, you know? I only had to come up with like half of it to produce the deck. And then, you know, I like basically broke even after sales of the deck. So I didn't make money on the deck, but I basically got my money back, I think, or at least most of my money back in the end, just like selling the tarot decks. So it all kind of worked out. Even Stevens. All right, so I'm gonna have him walking out this door. Oh, nice. Thanks, Todd. Look at this Wheel of Death here. Oops. Lock mechanism. And So this is the exit from the palace. There's a little platform here. Oh, elevator kind of thing. And maybe there'll be an elevator here that he comes out of. Something like that. And then like a security thing. All right. And then we'll grab, well, we'll just have a dude. These guard guys. Oops. Okay. Good night. So, okay, just leave this open for reference. And then what's up, Wuhan Fishmonger? Let's see here. So curious how people choose their usernames, you know. I don't get why people put numbers in the names, but some people have like really complicated YouTube usernames, like Twitch and YouTube usernames. Anyway. All right, here we go. So then the God. Okay. So then we're gonna have the elevators in this world really like move fast, so say we'll give it a little elevator starts to rise. If you start doing Twitch streaming, I don't know. The MSM is just a tag from old media I use here. Bold abstracts. Are you raw dogging? What music are you hearing, if any? Oh, you can't hear the music? Can't hear the music? So how about that? I thought the music was loud. I never know if the music is too loud or not loud enough. I'm just listening to some like ambient stuff. Yeah, if you end up Twitch streaming or something like that. I don't know. I think Jmoin's on Twitch, Jmoin Draws is like a mistake. I should have not had that. That's my username, but oh well. Just joined the Discord. Nice, thank you. Gonna stream when you move. Cool. Nice. Alright, Nobu is here. Oops. Alright, just give him context for leaving work. Leaving his jobby job. That he hates. Up here. So let's do a first pose here. You need PR training first? I love ambient tracks like this. I work best in silence, but I get bored in silence too. I can't really work in silence. I need to have music or something. Or talking. You need PR training? What do you need PR training for? Alright. I mean, I wonder how you get... I wonder how an independent animator teaches themselves, gives themselves PR training. Alright. So I'm just gonna walk outside. Oops. I have a habit of saying whatever comes to mind sometimes. Yeah, me too. I think I've deleted a fair amount of these live streams because I've said something that I thought maybe it shouldn't be on record. That's the danger of live streaming. Kind of say things you might not be the wisest choice of words sometimes. Or you just start like hating on something and you feel like, okay, I didn't need to say all that, you know? I don't know. I'm not very PR trained either. Although I've taken like hours and hours of office HR training videos. I deleted streams because I didn't like how I acted a few years ago. For sure. Yeah, streaming is dangerous a little bit. Or a lot, I guess. What's he say? Good night now, Mo. That's easy enough. Maybe you'll say it a little bit earlier. This place. Okay. Oops. Do you do all of your animation in Toon Boom? Do you use any other software? I don't do any animating in Toon Boom. I just do storyboarding in Toon Boom Storyboard Pro. And these days I'm animating in Blender. So I export my video to Blender and trace over it and do animating in there. Because I want to get away from Toon Boom. Fuck Toon Boom. Toon Boom are criminals. Truly greedy people. Company. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Oops. Oh, I was about to be like, oh great, I'll look into Toon Boom. No, I have Storyboard Pro 20, I think it's like 21 maybe. Which one? Storyboard 20. Storyboard Pro. I have a permanent license for Storyboard Pro 20, and then after that I can't update it or anything like that unless I want to start renting it, you know, paying a subscriptions fee, and I don't want to give Toon Boom any more of my money. So if Storyboard Pro eventually stops like working for me, I'm going to switch to storyboarding in Blender, which which probably could be like, I should probably start storyboarding in Blender. I'm just afraid to do it because of the, you know, what do you call it? Is it the Z axis? Or the Y axis? I forget which one. I'm 3 chapters in on my life in the bush of ghosts. I started yesterday morning. I no longer want to open social media first thing in the morning. Training my brain. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, the depth. I get afraid of... I also don't know how Blender's storyboarding program like organizes. I'm so used to the way Storyboard Pro works. I've been using Storyboard Pro for so many years that it's just so familiar for me, and to break, I'm like in such a flow state with it that it would be really, really hard for me to move on to another program and feel like immediately comfortable. I can basically do everything I want. It's really easy to throw sound in. It's easy to add voices, all this kind of stuff, you know. It's easy to edit. So it is a great program. Storyboard Pro is amazing, but the company itself is so greedy, and they're just like fucking pieces of shit, basically. They just raised the prices again for the monthly Harmony subscription to like 140 something a month. It's just like unacceptable. For freelancers, there should be a freelancer rate. It's insane. I don't know how they justify charging that much money. I should look into Blender storyboarding again, watch some tutorials on it. Right, Nomo almost lets it slip now. Kaki Moisi. Discovered your work on Newgrounds. Love it. Oh, nice. I still don't understand Newgrounds totally. It's like a voting system. I don't quite understand how it works, but thank you. I'd like to learn the Newgrounds ecosystem a little bit better. I'm storyboarding an adaptation of my graphic novel for animation. I'm trying to make a pilot. So I'm just boarding out the adaptation right now. And then I'm gonna perform it live in mid-September at a couple different venues around the country. I'm gonna tour it around New York, Brooklyn, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Portland. Yeah. And maybe Seattle. So this is yeah, it's a little hard to jump in and know what I'm doing. I'm pretty deep into the story right now. All right, so then get the door here opens. I'm glad that you don't understand it either, because it's very mysterious to me. But I was trying to, you know, so many cool people come out of the Newgrounds world that I was like, okay, I should probably post some videos there too. Not just on YouTube. Thanks, Todd Howard. Oh shit, Todd Howard's on the stream? Fuck. Am I gonna have original works? I'll have my book, my new book. I'm gonna bring a folder full of original pages for sale. And I'll do drawings for people. And the LA book release at Heavy Manners, I'm going to have a bunch of original pages framed and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm going to transport my originals to, like the framed originals to like other parts of the country. It's just too difficult. But I'll bring them in a little like plastic folder thing if people want to buy originals, but I might be selling them for a lot of money, so I don't know. I don't think I can sell my original pages for less than a lot of money. I'm too attached to them sentimentally. I guess you could rob me. Just like stick them up outside the comics shop. Take my originals. Why would I say that? See, now I'm gonna have to delete this stream later. So now I'm gonna get to the shot that I actually wanted to get to. All right, save my work. I'm so mad that Montreal Bookstore didn't let you in. I'm genuinely devastated. I want to go so bad. Oh, insure my pages and then you can rob me and then I get the insurance money? That sounds like a good, probably a good deal. Yeah, Drawn and Quarterly said my books were too expensive. That's crazy. I'm gonna talk to Fantagraphics about that sometime. Okay. Alright, so now we got Noma walking down the street. We're gonna do redraw this. Well, Todd Howard, what do you think of Obsidian doing another Fallout game? Do you feel like you're getting manhandled by Asha Sharma? I know all the video game news. I watch all the video game news channels. At least when it comes to like Bethesda. Going back to basics, nice. That's hopeful. I really wish you guys luck. My Isaac runs have been pretty good. I did beat it. I beat a run the other night, last night, I think. But I don't really understand like what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what? I guess there's challenges, but what am I working towards? Am I just trying to do challenges? That's it? And it's like just for the love of the game kind of thing? I don't really understand what my goals are with Binding of Isaac. Something about this isn't looking quite right. Have I played Mugenics? No, I haven't played Mugenics. I could go on and on, but alas, the YouTube word count is too short. My Twitch account is jmoin_draw. jmoins_draw. I can post it in the YouTube chat. And there's so many dumb DJs on fucking Twitch. This shit sucks. Fuck that shit. Alright, there you go. It's kind of crazy what people do for. I mean, I guess I don't know. Actually, maybe I should be subscribed to more DJ channels on Twitch because that would help me with listening to music more. I just made fun of DJs and now I'm like, maybe I should subscribe to more DJ channels. I love your alt on Twitch. What's your alt? I know people love Mugenics. It's a hit title. Do you like it? Hey, thanks for the follow. Fallout 76. Something. Alright. So we got no bemoaning his future here. Let's see if I can just do a flip job on his legs to make it look like he's walking. I need to make it. Oops. That's pretty bad, but gets the job done for storyboarding. Okay. What are the streets of Dogon like? Hey, farting pixie. Farting pixie. Farting manic farting pixie dream girl 03. When I was in high school, my brother had a theory that I think his theory was that fairies had really smelly farts. They have onion patches on Dogon streets. I use my alts and my socials to like and repost the creators I think have amazing work. Not gonna lie. Nice. I forget. My brother wrote a whole thing about fairies having smelly farts when we were young. Should I do this like, you know, whenever put 1 point perspective kind of thing? I'm not sure. For now, let's just start with a 1 point perspective. Let's just do it. Okay, ding, ding, ding. And then, ding, ding, ding. How'd he come to that conclusion? I don't know. Watch your animation. I mean, I tried, and like drawing, there's a lot of cursing but weird aesthetic. I really dig it. I was trying to come up with a turnaround of a character super cartoony within a hyper-real, morbid backdrop. For a video game, I guess I don't do anything outside my comfort zone. Infinite anatomy study? But the term was almost successful. I don't really understand what you're saying. Can't wait for the book. I just got fired, but not canceling my pre-order. Hey, appreciate the sacrifice. Sorry you got fired. I hope you didn't like your job. Circular step pyramids as well. You hated it, so it's okay. That's good. I'm glad you hated your job. I was quietly fired from my pizza. I used to work at a pizza restaurant, and they quietly fired me. They just stopped giving me hours. Because I didn't know how to take phone orders, I think. I was really bad at it. I couldn't figure out how to like make shortcuts out of the names for different food, you know? Fuck, what the fuck kind of background is this? Alright, let me start over here. Look. I've been getting fired recently for being too personable. Even when I made the company money, my yapping gets me in trouble. The guy who fired me is going to give me a good reference, or he actually asked me to quit. I just really hope a mom pop shit takes... It's rough out here. It is rough out here. Um, any recent cartoon animations you recommend? Yeah, I recommend the new Umami animation. It's great. It's amazing. I don't know how. I might stop now. I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I'm gonna have to think about how to design this background. It's gonna be a whole thing. I love drawing. You know what? Like, there's a shot in Eyes Wide Shut where Tom Cruise is walking down the street and he hits his fist like this. He's like pissed off. I want to recreate that shot. Let me see if I can find that shot. Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah. Have you guys seen this? This is insane. This is fucking insane. This is the shit that drives me crazy. With like YouTube search bar now is like, it's got this thing, this AI thing, like ask YouTube. So when you try to type in something you're looking for, it crushes the search sideways. Who the fuck is in charge at YouTube doing this shit? This UI shit. This is fucking insane. Because somebody needs to be fired for this shit. I know 2 other creators who've talked about this exact scenario in the movie. Okay, yeah. It's a beautiful shot. Well, let's find it. Eyes Wide Shut. Oh my god. Eyes Wide Shut street scene. Hey, AI YouTube, how do you stop with spams in Discord and add friend list? It didn't work. Hey, how do you stop bot spams in Discord and add friend? Shitty volume sliders, yeah. Oh yeah. Bill Harford walking on 120 FPS. Here we go. This scene. Oh yeah, this scene. Look at this. Let's watch it again. Look at that. Let's watch it again. He's walking in front of a rear projection. He's not actually on a street. He's like walking on a he's walking on a moving platform thing. There, something about this scene when I saw it in the theater, I just like never forgot it. This is like such a cool shot. The fact that it's all fake. I wish I could just loop it. Yeah, it's all rear projection. You can tell, once you know, you can kind of tell what's going on. because like the rear is like, it's like grainier than he is or whatever. It's like slightly grainier than he is. I don't know. Something about this scene, like something about it. Movie came out in the late 90s, I think. When did Eyes Wide Shut come out? Eyes Wide Shut. 1999. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend, highly recommend. Highly recommend. It's maybe my favorite Kubrick film, which is a crazy thing to say. I watched The Dark Crystal the other day. Great film. Parallax in the Wild. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna chill. I think I'm gonna call it. The movie sets for that movie are not. Yeah, Dark Crystal is amazing. Crazy production. That scene for you is like what the Spider-Man 3 walking scene is for what, when he's evil Spider-Man? That scene? It's a good one. It's also a good one. There's also a scene in Manhattan Murder Mystery, I think. Manhattan Murder Mystery with Alan Alda is walking down the street and he's very sad after telling Diane Keaton that he's in love with her, I think, and that she tells him that she's seeing someone. I know I'm not supposed to talk about Woody Allen movies, but it is a nice shot from my childhood. Yeah. I think like Woody Allen's been banned from society, basically. I think it's like we shall not talk about, the man who shall not be named, kind of thing. It's just done some things, not unsavory things. Let's see the animation process. Dude, I'm fucking getting tired, dude. I am fucking. Oh, he basically married his stepdaughter. That's one thing he did. So, strike one. I think you could kind of end it there. I'm so sensitive with the rage. I don't know what that means. Well, it wasn't his stepdaughter, but basically his like ex's stepdaughter kind of thing. Yeah, it's pretty icky. But he ended up marrying his ex-wife's stepdaughter. No bueno. He also hung out with Jeffrey Epstein. That kind of puts the nail on the coffin a little bit. Yeah, he was married to Mia Farrow. Mia Farrow had a bunch of adopted kids, and he married one of her adopted kids. Was he married to Mia Farrow, or was he just dating Mia Farrow? Anyway, pretty nasty stuff. I'm glad I got to enjoy his movies when I was a kid before all that stuff came out, so I could just have the pure experience of enjoying his films, because they were pretty big deal for me, I would say, especially Purple Rose of Cairo and Broadway Danny Rose when I was going to film school. I think Broadway Danny Rose was the first movie I saw when I was probably in high school, where I was like, oh, this is like an art form. It's not just entertainment. Um, there's a tracking shot in Broadway Danny Rose that really made me aware of filmmaking. And I'm not just like watching stories, you know? I'm watching someone make shot choices and stuff like that. So that made me interested in filmmaking, was seeing that movie. So am I able to separate the art from the artist, or you can't stop thinking about it while watching the film? I think I've gotten to the point now where I don't need to go back and watch Woody Allen movies again. I already spent my youth watching them and studying them. I mean, he made great films. I don't think this is something, you know, separating the art. I think you have to, on at some degree, like I think we've spent the last 10 years deconstructing artists and being like, oh, did you know, blah, Picasso used to abuse women, and you know, all this kind of stuff. And I think I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It's like it's heartbreaking to have, in some ways, heartbreaking to feel like I have to deconstruct my childhood. And all these like artists that influenced me so heavily, and people be like, but actually, did you know, blah blah blah, you know? Did you know that guy was a piece of shit? And I'm like, all right, but you can't, at some point, that whole like, but did you know thing becomes abusive towards the person who that work of art meant something to them, you know. The artists themselves could be a piece of shit, but the audience, a person who like consumed their art, also was like affected, you know what I mean? And then you have this like reverse thing where you're like, oh, actually you're not allowed to have like experience something transcendent with this piece of art, you know. And for me, that's like, I think I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't want people to like destroy my memories anymore. um I think so many people are bad. I think honestly, like, I think most of the world, when given the opportunity, will behave badly. And I think it's actually sort of rare that someone you admire, the things that they make or whatever, isn't like a piece of shit in some way or another. So I just try to enjoy the art for what it is. Like I still like a lot of Michael Jackson songs, you know? Like literally every artist you could pick out and be like, oh, so and so did this. Did you know so and so did this? And they're a piece of shit. And like every fucking musician you could say that about pretty much. Um, and everyone has been a piece of shit to someone. I mean, obviously, like not everyone has married their ex-wife's uh, adopted child. That's pretty. That's a big outlier. That's like a big one, but uh, you have no idea how lucky you are to experience media without annoying bug telling you you're wrong for enjoying their work because they're crazy. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'm I like I can't have someone say to me anymore like, "But did you know about this and this about them?" blah blah blah. Like I'm fucking done. Um Literally like you could say, "But did you know about almost anybody?" So not to say that if you do something terrible, you know, you should uh you should get whatever the appropriate fucking response, you know. But um as far as my enjoyment of art, I you know, like there's nothing more annoying than someone being like coming up to you like telling someone like, oh, I really like this artist or whatever, and then they're like, oh, did you know blah 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 that they said this or did that or whatever. And you're like, man, just let me fucking enjoy some shit. Just like let me enjoy something, have a pure experience with it for once. I don't want to keep going back in time and being like, I just saw today like some video, YouTube video. I didn't watch it. I mean, I said not interested, but it was like, was David Bowie a fascist? You know, it's like I'm like, who gives a fuck? You know, like he's dead, man. He fucking died, dude. Just let me enjoy fucking um Ziggy Stardust. You know, I don't need you to make a video essay deconstructing David Bowie's politics. You fucking nerd. You fucking dork. You fucking clout chasing fucking YouTube dork. Yeah, it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, oh, I guess I'll throw my David Bowie albums out because he was like attracted to some fascist imagery or whatever. Fuck you, dude. Yeah, it's literally like chasing clicks. That's the thing. It's like looking for the thing that'll itch your brain and make you like have a reaction and like feel compelled to like because people are attracted to like unsavory news, you know. So it really is like super manipulative click farming kind of shit. We're living in a age of deep mental illness. um yeah, it's like I can't, obviously like Wagner is problematic, you know, but fucking is the like Ride of the Valkyries a fucking jam? Yes. Is the Ride of the Valkyries a bop? Yes. I don't think anyone can get good old billionaire Gabe Newell. I don't know who Gabe Newell is. Dun, 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 dun. Steam founder. Oh, is he like a problematic? He's a saint. What did Gabe Newell do? Something? He didn't do anything wrong. Gabe Newell. Steam. Is Steam also Valve? He's a saint. Yeah, but you could say he's got like a fleet of yachts, right? So that's like okay, that's like wasteful. He might have accidentally killed some seals with his boats. I don't know. You know what I mean? You can pick apart anybody. I'm sure he's a nice guy though. Everybody's fucking done some shit. Everybody's done some shit. We're all pieces of shit. Everybody. Just fucking suck. Everybody sucks. No, there's research yacht. He found it and people are throwing it up. His website policies are good. That's cool. I wish he was my friend. I've had my evil times. Yeah, I've done shit people can criticize me for, you know. I don't know. We're all just like human beings figuring it out. I mean, that's like sometimes you like people go like down the path of some weird path and darkness into the darkness, you know. Have I ever partied on the yacht? I don't think I've ever been on the yacht. I'm dialing in for a sec. I'm at a loud, crowded bar right now with some friends, but I love seeing what you're doing. Very, very cool. I always love seeing your work. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye. See ya, Sujana. It's harder to go the right thing, so let me turn my new age music back on. It's harder to do the right thing, so the probability of people doing the easy wrong or maybe indulgent thing is increased with more power, increases more. Sorry, man. Yeah, I think so. I think when you get access to power and closer to wealth, I think it's easier to get compromised. Super easy. Because we live in these like desperate times where people aren't taken care of. Everyone's trying to win the lottery and we'll just like fucking eat each other's legs to get it, to get what we need, you know? Oh, actually my junior prom in high school was on a yacht. So I've been on a yacht once in high school. All right, take it easy, Todd Howard. Thanks for stopping by, man. You're a legend. You're a legend for Skyrim. No, you are. Oh, thanks, dude. What's that, Keanu Reeves? You're breathtaking. No, you are. I wish I had Todd's money, man. I'd kill for Todd's money. Thanks, dude. Thanks, Todd. I'm so tired right now. It's not the real Todd Howard. I don't think. I would do anything like money, especially when it comes to art. I just haven't been able to develop any morals with that. Just live one desperate paycheck to another. That's a lot of the world right now, just living paycheck to paycheck. If I was talking to the real Todd Howard, I would be like all fucked up right now. I'd be like, Todd, fund my movie. Todd, invest in my movie. Didn't you know someone who had a yacht? I don't think so. I had an ex-girlfriend whose dad lived on a yacht. But I think that's like a... I don't think that means he was rich. I think Todd Howard is better than Mark Zuckerberg for sure. But he does come from similar stock as far as like behavior goes. He's got the yeah, lizard 10,000 yard, 10,000 mile lizard stare, 10,000 yard lizard, 1,000 yard lizard stare. You worked on yachts. I think living on a boat could be kind of cool. Living on a yacht. It might get a little frustrating sometimes, maybe. Depends on what kind of yacht it was. And anyone with a boat, you know, boat stands for bring another 1,000. If it's a big yacht, it takes like half 1 million a year just to keep it afloat. Once I was walking near a lake and someone used the One Piece flag on their boat. Nice. I also get motion sickness on boats. I basically can't do any video of those like surround video rides at Universal or anything like that. I get immediately sick. I'm seeing sirens after a month. I have no idea what that means. Oh, sirens that call to you from the rocks? That shit was the funniest part of the Odyssey. When Matt Damon was like, I want to hear it. Just tie me to the pole. And then he gets so horny, he's fucking flipping out. He was like, oh. It's cool. It was a cool part of that movie. This shit made me laugh. According to Homer, he soiled himself when he heard the sirens call. Someone called me Hollywood in Jamaica. No, Nunavut is not even close. Haha, it was fun though. People were calling me Hollywood Jesse for a little bit, my Philly friends. There's no equity in boats, but it's attached to you like it is. I don't know what that means. Can you guys tell I'm really tired? That's why I'm not drawing. I mean, to be fair, if you were stuck on a ship with other sweaty guys for weeks on end, unforgiving seas, I'm sure you'd eventually give in. For sure, dude. If you're stuck on the seas with just a bunch of bros for years, you're gonna want to hear the siren song. Has my sleep schedule got better? No, not really. You got a lot of siren mythology in your area? Were you in Greece? Are you on the Mediterranean? I want to visit Greece really bad. I don't know. I'm getting enough hours right now. I'm just sleeping in. I sleep until like noon. I actually tell people when they want to have Zoom meetings with me, I'm like, oh, I'm really busy in the morning. And it's just, I don't want to get up because it's going to fuck my day up. Oh, you live Mediterranean Turkey. Nice. I actually lied to a lady the other day. She wanted to have a Zoom meeting about a charity thing. And I was like, oh, I've got meetings all morning. Can we do it in the afternoon? And really, I just wanted to sleep in. I didn't want to make her think I was some degenerate. But I am. It means like it's a toy, it's a glorified toy. It does not increase in value, does not provide economic growth. Same with cars. Do you have a really hard time going to sleep? But I'm like tired all the time. I actually should go to bed because I'm gonna go to a jiu-jitsu thing tomorrow morning. Not morning, but tomorrow afternoon. Oh, my cat's here. Hey, buddy. What's up? What's up, guy? What's up, my guy? Hi. You come to say hi? I'm gonna help with a charity thing. Some charity in Philadelphia reached out to me, so I'm figuring it out with them. Some guy who I used to buy ice cream from when I lived in Philadelphia reached out to me. He works for this charity organization. I used to go to this place in Philadelphia called Franklin Fountain because it was like an old school soda ice cream shop that was really fun to get ice cream at, and I was kind of friends with the owners a little bit. Anyway, it's kind of a boring story, but I was super into this ice cream place called Franklin Fountain. Hi. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna probably play a little bit of Isaac though before I go to bed. All right, and I'm gonna give my cat a churro. All right, good night, everybody. Take it easy. Bye.